Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind. Today's reading is going to be focused on what you can expect next in this connection. I will also pull some channeled messages from your person later on in the reading to see what they'd like to say to you right now. So let's get to it. This is a timeless reading, so I set the intention it would find who it was meant to, when it was meant to. Please always listen to your intuition and take things if, when, and how they truly resonate with your life and your situation. Okay? So that first card up is Temperance. That is Sagittarius energy. Okay, hold up. Okay. Okay, we also have the Seven of Wands. So this is telling me a story. Interesting. I'm going to get one more card. Hold on, and then we'll chat. Oh, I love it. You guys, I also do pop-up readings on my channel in case you're new, where I actually like lay the cards down flat and it's like at an angle so you can see the cards. Personally, I prefer reading that way because one of the ways I read and channel messages is by observing patterns and like taking time to let the information soak in while I'm reading. So because that's what's happening here, and it's going to be difficult for me to show you since it's face-to-face and not laying it down. I pay close attention to patterns, and this is what the pattern is. So I'll do my best to show you, but it's easier in my pop-up readings for sure. Okay, so I want you to look at this, and then Judgment is at the very center here. I just can't hold it, okay? So we have this side of the equation, we have this side of the equation. At the very center, what's confirming what's going on here is Judgment. So we are reading about what's coming next, but they also want me to discuss what's happening either now or in the past with you first before we get to that. So this is what's going on now, or what has happened between you in the past. We have the Nine of Wands and we have the Four of Cups. And I feel like this is on your person's side, not necessarily yours, but be honest with yourself, please, okay? This person, how can I put this? They've been through a roller coaster of maybe messy relationships in the past, at least one, right? Where maybe they went all into that connection and then later looked back on that with the energy of regret, like it didn't work out the way they planned it to. And so they've gone into this connection, at least in the beginning they did, kind of with discouragement. Like they almost went into this connection assuming that that was going to happen again, so they didn't want to pour their time, energy, and attention into you or into the connection, or they were at least very careful. And it was because they didn't want to look back and say, oh, I knew this was coming, maybe I should have been more guarded, or maybe I shouldn't have gone all in. Like that's the energy they were in, okay? Where they almost like went into this connection assuming all was going to fail and sabotaged it in a lot of ways. Now, what we have coming in the future, what's coming next in this connection is like, oh, I just lost the word. They just channeled the word. It starts with an R. Is like retribution. I don't think that's right. Anyway, what's coming in the future is like, oops, I made a mistake. It's time to rectify the situation, and there's like a newfound drive to rebalance things and start again, okay? And what has caused this shift between that reality and the new reality that's coming in is this Judgment. So they may have actually had like a sign from God or universe, or they could have just had a big wake-up call or an epiphany or a huge realization. This could have even been sparked by you. Maybe you shifted your energy. Maybe you changed your mind. Maybe you gave them the wake-up call. Something did, okay? So I don't know what this is. It's different for everyone. This is a collective reading, okay? But something woke this person up, and it's like shifting them from this reality into this reality, like in an instant. It snapped them into reality. I don't know what else to say about that, okay? So that's what's coming next, is a major shift from this person kind of being nonchalant, maybe guarded, protective, acting uncaring or unbothered, into like the complete opposite and having this drive to move things forward. Now, bear with me, you guys. I'm a little bit sick. You can probably hear it in my voice and my nose. I'm still reading even though I'm sick. But anyway, let's talk about what's coming next specifically from this person, like this person's next moves in the connection. Okay, this person's next moves in the connection. Please, thank you. The Sun. Love to see it. By the way, zodiac signs, the only other one I'm seeing now is Leo. So we have 2 fire signs coming out, Sagittarius and Leo. Okay, the 5 of Wands. This person wants to get better at resolving conflict in the connection and their own inner conflict. Okay, they had some kind of a realization that the way they've been behaving isn't serving them in this present reality, okay, that they're living in the past. There's a note of them maybe wanting to offer you something, to apologize to you for something. And we also have the 6 of Swords. So there could be travel or movement on the horizon. Sometimes with the 6 of Swords, back of the deck is the 3 of Pentacles. That's definitely relevant to your reading. There could be some sort of travel, vacation, movement involved here, okay? So for some of you out there, this might be long distance, or that might be a part of your person's plan, is either moving or traveling or moving forward together. This could be literal, okay? As in moving or travel, like I just said, or it could be metaphorical, like this person is trying to figure out how to move things forward, progress things along, okay? This is an important card. And with the back of the deck being the 3 of Pentacles, to clarify this, they want to work with you as a team. This is a mutual exchange, I'm feeling called to say. They want things to be even, Stevens, fair and square. They want to work with you as a counterpart. They want to balance things out. Equilibrium is important to this person. They don't want someone pulling more weight than the other. They want it to be fair and square, okay? And they want to offer this to you. So there's a lot coming next from this person. I think part of it is a conversation. Part of it's an offering. One of the things this person wants to offer you is better conflict resolution. Or if this person has had a tendency to create issues or create conflict, they want to offer you a conversation about what they plan to do to fix that and heal that. So this person's been having this judgment call. They really have been having this wake-up call about where they've gone wrong, what they need to do, and how they need to show up more in the situation, okay? They want this. Like this person wants this beautiful little happily ever after, sunshine, rainbows, everything's good, grand, and abundant type of ending with you, okay? But they know that this isn't a fantasy, this is reality, and you have to show up to get what you want. You have to show up and match that vibration in order to have it to begin with. So your person seems to be aware of that, and their next moves involve teaming up with you and also some self-improvement, okay? All right, what I want to do is get messages now. Let's get some messages out from this person, okay? I don't know why I did that. Anyway, I hide behind material things, okay? So there could have been some greed involved here. It could also be that this person has presented you with a false image using material things. I think it's important you use your own judgment here. You'll probably be aware of this. I don't think they can hide it. They might be the type to hide behind fancy clothes, fancy cars. They may put too much importance in money. That's another way this could represent. This person could be an ultra super hard worker, or like maybe they're just greedy with their finances or something like that. I don't know. Maybe they have heavy earth in their charts. I just want to say I'm getting strong notes of Capricorn coming through. I'm not saying Capricorns are all like greedy or anything like that, but I do know that the earth signs tend to be more fixated on material plane stuff like work, housing, material plane things, creature comforts and whatnot. So that's an indicator for you if this person has heavy earth in their charts. Earth, moon, I also heard Earth rising or just dominant in their charts. My life is not as together as it seems. They definitely projected a false image of what's going on with them to you. So they could also be lying about their financial situation. Maybe they're acting like they have everything all together, or again, they're showing up with fancy cars, fancy clothes, fancy this and that, big savings account, whatever they're trying to do to impress you. But the truth is, it's not all together like it seems. Maybe they're in debt. Maybe they are putting themselves in debt to afford those things. It's important that you just know that this person may be projecting a false situation or like a false image to you, okay? I wish I could share my good news with you. So maybe something is improving. They do want to share that with you. Maybe this good news involves this judgment call this person's had, where they're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm waking up now finally. I want to talk to you about this. I want to have a conversation about my realizations. Okay. We also have I left you before you could leave me. And we talked about that earlier on in the reading too. I'm going to leave this here. This person had issues in other relationships. Maybe they had toxic relationships. Maybe they went all in with a connection that failed. You name it. This person has some kind of abandonment issues or fear of rejection. And what do when they're in the crossfires? They push you away or reject you before you're able to reject them. Maybe that's what happened to them in these past relationships or connections. They went all in. They did what they could. And then that person rejected them and they looked at it with regret, and maybe they made some kind of a commitment to not make that mistake again. But the irony is in, embodying this energy of self-protection that they've actually pushed away a healthy connection. And that's kind of what they're realizing right now, is it seems like what the two of you have actually has a lot of potential, but they're pushing it away because they're projecting the past onto this situation. Now, side note and tangent, as I do sometimes on my channel, first of all, like and subscribe if you haven't already, if you're enjoying this. I think it's really important that in between relationships, people take accountability for the healing work they need to do. More often than not, people will just like relationship hop, where they break up with someone, a few months later, they're already moving on, they're on dating apps, they're seeing people. And if that's what you want to do you, man. But I can tell you from my own experience, I spent 2.5 years single after a very long-term relationship of mine ended intentionally, because I knew I had healing to do. I knew I had work I needed to do. And even though I'm in a relationship now and I love my partner very much, I've still noticed a few wounds and triggers pop up, even though I took 2.5 years to heal before it. Okay. And more often than not, people unfortunately just jump from relationship to relationship, treating it like willy-nilly, like, okay, yay. And then they wonder why those patterns are continuing to repeat from relationship to relationship. If you feel like you have healing to do, if you have wounds that you still need to heal, I feel like you should go get help for that. You should also do some inner work. You should address those things so that when you do enter into a new relationship, you're not carrying all of that baggage on your back and projecting it onto a new partner. Personally, I feel like every person should be given a fair chance, a fair shot. And unfortunately, more often than not, people will project a past image of someone else onto a current person without giving them that fair chance to recognize that this is a new connection, new person. We still project those fears and those wounds onto new relationships. So if that sounds like you, I just encourage you to love yourself, take care of yourself, do what you think is best. Make sure you're healing, that you make that a priority. Your self-love, your self-worth, and your healing should always come above a relationship with another person, in my opinion. We can't properly love other people unless we really do love ourselves and we are coming from a place of self-confidence, self-love, and high sense of self-worth, okay? And again, these are all my opinions and I'm speaking from my life experience. I'm not an expert, but I don't know anyway. All right, let's just freaking get you your message from the universe and cut today's reading off. You get what you get on my channel, you guys. I keep it real and I'm my authentic self here. So you either love it or you don't, and I'm okay with either. I am who I am. And so are you. And you should feel the same way. Okay? Anyway, if you made it this far into the reading, drop a feather down below. You got the pelican. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. I love it when things synchronize. Okay, I saw 1456 when I looked up, by the way, ascending numbers, raising vibration. Maybe you've been seeing ascending numbers recently. There's something you need to forgive. If you're watching this reading, if you're still here with me right now, there's something, someone, or some situation you need to forgive. That could be yourself. That could be a past person. I think more often than not, sometimes people feel like our ego gets in the way, where we feel like if we forgive someone, we're condoning the actions that hurt us. That is not the case. Just because you forgive someone doesn't mean you're giving it 2 thumbs up that that was an okay thing to do. You're just choosing not to remain a victim to it anymore. And not only that, you're choosing to set yourself free and also that person free as well. So it's a beautiful thing. So if you're resonating with this, and maybe take a minute to see if there's someone or something you still need to release or forgive so that you can heal and move on from that situation once and for all. Okay? And then I'm going to get your affirmation out for the day. If you feel like affirming it with me, you can comment it below in the comments. Today, I live in the present. Today, I will start with a smile. I am in control of my attitude. I'm going to leave this reading here. I thank you all for joining. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night. And until next time, bye for now.